Cinnabone.
Hello, everybody. It's December 14th, 2018, and this is the VGBits Bitcast coming to you live from Cinnabon, where girls compliment your boner.
God damn it. So glad.
I was not expecting.
So glad that wasn't recorded.
I'm sad this wasn't recorded.
Yeah, I'm so sad we were not able to catch that.
Listen.
That was all at the expense of TJ right there, folks, and
So
it was so.
TJ
It's
at
worth it.
Cinnabon getting his boner complimented
Yes.
by some
That's
random
what
woman,
I said.
That's 100% word for word.
Okay.
It's Cinnabon getting his boner complimented.
It's not what I meant to say, but it is what I said.
Look, I know Cinnabon is that good, but TJ, you gotta hold it back.
Well, I mean, they're complimenting, so it's not so bad.
That's fair.
White sticky buns, man.
God damn it.
Wow.
See?
Thanks for joining the podcast, everybody. We'll see you guys next week.
Melissa, do you want to take over the podcast?
Oh, you know it's
Yep.
it's that time of the year. It is that time of the year where we all get together and we are going to debate. Unfortunately, we are short one person. Game of the year, because it's almost the end of the year, and by God, there were a lot of games this
There
year.
were a lot of games. A lot of good games, too.
So many good games.
There were at least 4.
At least,
At least.
You're not wrong.
there were at least 4 games released this year.
I'm not wrong.
You're
At the
not.
minimum. Well, we will talk about Game of the Year coming up in the news segment, because that's what we always replace the news segment with, as in we've only done this one time before, and that's what we did then. So
It is.
we will discuss our picks, our top 3, and then we will fight amongst ourselves to generate a top 3 for the channel.
I honestly don't think that we will fight.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of unanimous among us.
You're wrong.
Some of us may be obtuse for the sake of being obtuse.
What are you looking at me for?
I'm not. I'm looking at the camera and you because I'm talking to you. I would look at Cody, but no one would get it because I don't think you're to my left, so I'm looking at you regardless.
All right, so that is coming up very, very soon. And then, of course, we always have our email segments. Well, we got emails this week. I'm so excited about that.
Do any of them ask about Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen?
None.
I've received
cool.
several personal messages. They were like, "Hey, you guys should get Cody to do a let's play of Dragon's Dogma." I'm like, you got it. I've heard we've had a lot of.
I got a message from that lady over at Cinnabon.
Cinnabone? What?
Hey, chicka bum bum. Anyway,
I tried to say beard.
well, of course we did say beard. That was the most ever-present thing that you would have said. That's all you're about is the
I'm
beard.
more confused.
She complimented my boner.
That's exactly what I said, except in my voice.
What are you talking about? That was a flawless impersonation.
I couldn't tell the difference.
Oh, well, I mean, you hear your voice different when you hear like a recording of it and the voice inside your head. It sounds much deeper to me.
No, it sounds much. Voice in my head is much deeper than what comes out of my mouth.
I mean, that's
Oh, that's what you're saying?
yeah.
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 It's all that extra reverb in your head.
I have a big head, so there's a lot of reverb.
I've got a lot of empty space.
That's why she complimented your boner.
We're not going to let you go with that.
Hey, there's worse things y'all can make fun of me about.
Oh boy, I could think of a few.
Oh, boner.
Of course, I didn't miss this week.
Yeah, TJ.
Sorry.
Mr. Missing Podcast. Yes, we did mention you last week. We were very sorry about the fact that we suspected that it was Rocket that pissed all over your
Oh my
mattress.
god, dude. So much piss. So much. Okay, here's the thing.
How about we roll into our business?
Yeah.
You go ahead and tell us about your business,
We'll-
TJ,
we'll-
with last week.
So last week,
Or Rocket's business.
yeah.
Hey, chicka bum bum.
So last week, just before the podcast, like I'm getting ready, I'm setting up, I run inside, take care of some stuff, I come back out and the whole bed piss. I'm like, this is not cool. Clean everything up, soak it up best I can. I put put the mattress outside, hoping it would dry and everything would be fine. I'm still super annoyed and angry, so I was, just whatever. So I get up in the morning. Mind you, I did not sleep on anything. I have a steel plate as a bed now, or at the moment.
Ooh.
So that was the worst night of sleep I ever got. So I get up in the morning, and I'm hoping the mattress will be dry. It's gonna smell bad, but I'll fix it. When I can order a new mattress, because they're expensive to buy them elsewhere. And I get up in the morning, open up my curtains, and it's raining. And I was like, okay, that mattress is gone now.
Oh,
Great.
so
Yeah.
you just finished
the
out.
one thing I
Go ahead. Sorry.
The one thing I took from that conversation is that he had a better time sleeping next to me than he did on a solid steel plate.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Well, yeah. Weren't so bad that.
So legitimately, you finished out your business or your driving on sleeping on a steel plate,
No.
or did you even try to sleep in the truck?
Well, the next day I stopped at a truck stop, and they sell mattresses for trucks. But they're
that's
wildly
nice.
expensive, and they suck.
Well, yeah.
So,
Price gouge.
no shit.
Well, because at that point, what are you going to do?
Exactly.
Right?
It's like you can, you don't have to buy one here. You can leave and sleep on that steel plate. But
Yeah.
I was like, man, it was $230 to get
Woo.
a mattress that feels like they took a bunch of shirts and sewed them into a shape of a mattress and then stuffed it with shirts.
Oh.
And then they gave it to you. Like, it comes rolled up like, mattresses do when like you order them online. They're foam and they expand. Well, this one comes like that. And I unpacked it and I laid it out and it didn't expand. I was like, okay.
Been sitting on the shelf for like 3.5 years.
Maybe. It's it's better than steel, but it's not that much better.
Woof.
Did you order an actual good one?
No, I've already spent $200 on that one. I'm gonna fuck that mattress up too. I'm hoping the
Just
company
use it
will
as
reimburse
Rocket's
me.
New,
But they're gonna be like, "No, your dog pissed on the last one. That's not on us." I'm like, "Come on, man, it's your truck."
just tell him you did it.
That's not gonna help.
That'll just make him get hay.
But that's at the trucker's expense due to no one's fault. But
They'd be like, "Go outside," or
The truck.
say it was in your sleep. You couldn't control it.
I am a grown ass man. I do not piss in my sleep.
Unless you've been
Look,
drinking.
I'm just trying to find ways to help you get reimbursed $200.
None of those
Do
are
you want
gonna
your
help.
dignity, or do you want $200?
None of those are gonna help, and they're gonna make fun of me for it.
You're like, look, suddenly Amazon came out of nowhere and just pissed in my truck.
Oh, that's done too. Fuck Amazon, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fuck them.
Uh-oh.
So I'll tell you all about that too, because I wasn't here. So the way the Amazon stuff works is I have a whole load board. I'll log into Amazon's relay site and I go in there and I can pick what loads I want. These loads, they come in whole like batches of loads. It's like you're gonna go here, like say you start in Dallas, you're gonna pick up a loaded trailer, take that to Oklahoma City. You're gonna drop that loaded trailer off, grab an empty, take that empty to Memphis, drop that empty off. I cannot speak. Drop the empty, grab a loaded, take it off. Now sometimes these loaded trailers aren't quite ready. You get there and they're like, "Hey, that trailer's not gonna be ready for about 3 hours." You're like, okay, you sit there and you wait, then you take off. Sometimes there's 14 hours in between trailers, and that's fine because you got to take a 10-hour break every so often because you only have so many hours to drive in a day. Well, once I get there, it's like 9 o'clock at night, and I drive up to a DC, and I get there, and as I'm sitting there, I have everything on my phone. Nothing is through people. It's all automated. The computers pretty much do everything. And as I'm sitting waiting to check in, I get a notification. Load canceled.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, oh, okay, great.
No.
Now here's the thing. I'd picked this load Thursday or Friday, I think. And I was going to pick it up Monday. And I was out to dinner with my boss, and we're sitting there, and I get a notification, load canceled. They had canceled the last 2 stops. No big deal, because it was just from Dallas to Dallas. So I didn't think anything of it. And then as I'm sitting there waiting, I get another load canceled. And it's the first part of the load, which is where I'm there. And I'm like, okay, so you want me to what? Deadhead 600 miles to Houston to pick up the other half? And I was like, no, cancel this shit. Went home. Went another week. Loads aren't really connecting well, so I'm not making a ton of money. And then the Monday rolls around. I've scheduled this load. I came in Saturday morning, and I scheduled the load Friday before I even got home. So I'd have something as soon as I got ready for the beginning of the week. 9 o'clock at night, I pull up in the DC, and notification on my phone. Load canceled. It's the first half. It's what I'm there to pick up. So I was like, okie doke. Reject the rest of the load. And I'm sick as shit. Like, I'm fucking miserable. So I drove the truck home, and I didn't give a shit about walking here. I fucking pulled up right in the driveway. I backed that fucker in the driveway, walked in the house. I was so fucking mad. I was sick. I didn't want to walk nowhere. Because normally I'll park down the, I'm not going to tell you where I park, but I park not far away in like a little strip mall, and I walk over here, so it's not very far. But I was having none of it. I was mad. It's 11, I think it was 10:30 at night when I rolled up in there. Fucking, it fit right in the driveway from the garage door to the edge of the driveway. I was like,
Oh, it's a good thing you got the driveway to yourself.
Yeah.
Did you back in or did you go?
I'll back in.
Did you back in or did you go nose
I
first?
backed it in.
Oh, okay.
Because I wanted to.
DJ's good at backing it in.
I can't. Nope, not going to come.
Back.
He's got that, but
So-
I'll get on.
As soon as it happened, I'm sitting in line. It's a street going into the warehouse, but it's a private street. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, the fuck am I supposed to do? So I look on the load board to see if there's anything I can pick up that night or in the morning. There's nothing for the rest of the week. It's Monday night. There's nothing. I was like, all right then, fuck this. I sent a text to my boss. I'm like, I'm done with Amazon. Fuck them. If you got a trailer to load me tomorrow. I'm going home. Drove home, and then I couldn't go to sleep because I just woke up. So now I'm sick as shit, and I'm just up all night, and then I finally went to sleep at like 6. Then the boss calls me. He's like, I got a trailer to load. He's like, it'll be ready. I was like, I'll be there in 2 hours. Thankfully, no one got mad at my truck in the driveway. Because they're not allowed here.
No, they are not.
But I didn't give a shit.
People still, I've seen people still back up 18-wheelers. There's one that's like a couple of roads right around that used to park all the time in the street.
Yeah. He had the whole fucking trailer and everything.
True.
There's
no.
There's another one where we used to live that was like a few blocks down, and he just backed his into the driveway.
Yeah.
I've seen it there a few times. But there's a lot of truck drivers that live in this neighborhood.
Yep.
You pull into the strip mall, and you'll see like on a busy weekend there'll be 4 of them in there, and then across the highway there's another 5 or 6 that park over there by the liquor store. It's weird. But anyways, so away from work stuff, so I'm not doing Amazon anymore because God, that fucking bit me in the ass.
That sucks because
Yeah.
that seems so promising.
It did. It's on paper it looked real good. In practice, it was not good.
Curse you, Amazon.
Yeah.
Probably why
playing
they
video
have a
games
hard
when you-
time getting drivers to stick with it for a while.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Drivers are all like, fuck this.
Yeah.
And then they're like, why can't we keep drivers delivering our shit?
It's fucking it's crazy, man. And you know the thing is there's so many people doing it. Like I would pull up to an Amazon DC, and DC means distribution center for people who don't are like the fuck does DC mean?
District of Columbia.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not District of Columbia. But I'd
Direct current?
I'd pull up there and they're like, yeah, go drop your empty and then you can park over here in this lot. So like I'd pull over there, there'd be 20 trucks waiting for loads.
Dang.
They're there for a load, they're waiting for their trailer to get ready. So there's tons of people waiting to do this.
Ugh.
And what's crazy is I went to Memphis and I delivered over they got a DC over there, and then they have the downtown thing, which is a fucking tent. It's this I think I told you about it.
You told me about that, yeah.
It's this fucking big metal frame tent with like opaque clear plastic on it. And it's just a truck will pull in, they'll drop the a loaded trailer, they'll grab an empty and take off. But there's like 50 to 100 fucking Amazon Prime vans just fucking lining this place. So they're just fucking, people will come in, they'll grab these vans. These vans are all loaded up to deliver like local stuff. It's crazy. It's so weird.
Man.
Yeah.
Amazon, we salute you with your 1 in 2 Prime subscriptions per U.S. household.
Pretty much. And you know the way they can. There's no people that do this. The whole higher level stuff. That's all all like computer algorithms running that shit. Because like we do the craziest shit. Because people would not be like, "Hey, here's this trailer that's going from Dallas to Oklahoma City. We don't have enough stuff to put in it. We should put that, or hold off and put that in a different trailer, or wait till we get some more stuff." No, they're gonna use 5 feet of a 53-foot trailer. And just send that shit up the road. And they made me wait an extra hour for it.
That's
Wow.
Amazon money, man.
Yeah. They were like, "Hey, your load's not going to be ready till 5. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I go and I back up to it and I pull forward and I look in there and the trailer's empty. Just like a fucking stack of boxes at the other end. I was like, what the fuck? Shut the doors, lock them, let's go.
Come with me.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
But game-wise, because that's what we're here for, is video games.
And life.
And yeah, I mean, I've been playing a lot of games, mostly Monster Hunter actually lately.
I need to get back into that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go news related, but they announced new stuff coming up soon. But I kind of got just back into it because it's one of the easiest games for me to play in my truck. Because I mentioned last time I was on, I got a new TV that I can swivel around. I'll slap it up there.
I missed that.
Oh yeah, I put a 32-inch flat screen in my truck.
Oh, I'm so
I
jealous.
just plug my laptop in it, fucking play Monster Hunter or whatever. It's a good time. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter. Trying to play anything that I can do with a controller, because mouse and keyboard on a laptop is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, just Monster Hunter. You fucking weirdest thing. Like I booted up my laptop the other day and none of my games are installed on it. I'm like, and I'm on mobile data, so it's not like I just fucking re-download them. That's fine. But apparently Steam would just be like, I don't know where the fuck the directory was. So I had to go and I was just like installing this directory. It's like, oh, here's all the games. They're fine now.
Thank God.
Except Rocket League. I don't know where the fuck it's supposed to be at, but I have to reinstall it.
Yeah, Steam did that to me once too, where I just turned my computer on one day and it was all like, "Yep, you ain't got nothing installed."
Yeah.
It just, I guess it had done a Steam update or something,
Yeah.
and had factory reset all of its configs.
Mm.
Well, you pretty much, go to reinstall the game and you're like, no, put it in this directory. And it's like, oh, here they are. I got it now. We're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me. I'm back to pulling a flatbed and getting a workout instead of just fucking sitting on my ass and making money.
Amazon.
You sound so disappointed.
I am. I mean,
if you could sit on your ass and make money all day long without having to do any physical exertion, you'd do it too,
Yeah.
right?
no,
I'd probably get so sick of that.
no, man. Are you kidding me? Just sitting on your ass and making money? It's the best. When I was making money was good. It's like, you made how much this week? It's like, yeah. But
So, what'd you get us for
I
Christmas?
didn't get anybody shit because I haven't made any money this week. I'm actually going to work through Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah. Like,
Well, good on you, but also,
yeah.
If you find your way up this way, stop by for
I'm
Christmas.
actually going to Delaware. Or Connecticut? One of those. I'll be up there.
Close enough.
Yeah.
If,
I'm
like
actually
I said,
going
if you
to
pass
Delaware.
through, stop by.
Connecticut?
They're in the same area. It's all New England.
No, I guess it's northeast.
All the states are within like 30 minutes to an hour of each
Pretty
other.
much.
That's true.
You put all of New
Like here in Texas, I drive for 8 hours and I'm still in Texas.
I'm not even halfway the fucking there yet.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You have to go through at least 2 states to get from Delaware to Connecticut.
But 2 real small states.
Yeah, but that's like, for me, that's like driving to the next city over.
Yeah, that's fair.
2 hours. It takes me 2 hours to get to the biggest city in Texas.
Yeah.
If you drove in a straight line 2 hours from where you are, Cody, northeast, how many states would you go through?
Where
Like
Cody's at, not far. He'd still be in Pennsylvania.
It depends.
Or if you went south.
If I went south, it would take me about 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes to get into another state.
Yeah, no.
If I went northeast, I might hit New Jersey, but otherwise it would be like 2.5 hours, 3 hours till I hit New York.
To be fair, Matt, if you went south from where you are, you would not be in Texas anymore.
I'm sorry, that's northwest.
Yeah, but it would still take 3 hours to get out of the state going south too.
Not really, because you'll
Yeah,
be in the
northeast,
ocean, or you'll be in the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, okay, if I stayed on land, but then I wouldn't be in another. Well, I guess I would be in another state. It would just be a state in Mexico.
It'd be a state of underwater. Yeah, that's all I got though.
All right. I'll go ahead and fill in for some of the news that I've had going on. Let's see. No big surprises here. I've still been working on helping as much as I can and planning a wedding. Looks like we're almost settled on a venue now and settled close to a date. So there will be save the date cards going out soon.
Oh boy.
What do you think? What do you think the month is going to
April.
be? April.
We've come to the decision that April. It was either going to be April or October, and April is working out a lot better. By the way, did you know that wedding venues are expensive as hell?
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
On weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On a weekday, it's like 60 to 70% difference in price.
That makes sense. Because, most people are like, everybody's got to work. You'd be like, fuck people at work. We're getting married, not them.
It's like mind-blowing when I was looking at this stuff. So I was like, whoa.
You know how much my wedding venue cost?
How much?
Zero.
Zero.
Man said, fuck that bullshit.
It was free. We got married at the condominium that my family was staying at for a family reunion that week.
Oh, nice.
We got married at our family reunion.
Hey, that's actually pretty smart. I mean, you've got everyone there.
Yeah.
It's like,
It was nobody knew they were coming to a wedding either. Like, anyway, sorry, I'm taking over for you.
No,
You
it's
go.
all right. Holly had made mention. She goes, maybe we should just make this as a surprise wedding. I was like, don't do that, please. Let's not do that. I was like, I don't want to sit there.
what ours was.
I don't want to kill people by sitting there like, oh, surprise, we're getting married. And watch a bunch of people go, oh.
yeah, I'm not going to make it.
We told them the day before. We were like, we're getting married tomorrow right here. And they were all like, what? It was great.
Oh, so outside of that, it's also been, oh goodness, fighting a terrible illness. And it's been, cough has been kicking my butt lately, and other things. Oh, there's a nasty bug going around that has just been destroying people down and around the area right now.
Oh, yeah, it fucked me up a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. TJ's been sick. I've been sick. Holly's been sick. Holly's been really
Stay
sick.
away from me.
Come on, Cody.
I hate that we both went there at the same time.
Come get you
But
some.
only because you're sick right now. If you're feeling better later, then the offer is
Yeah.
is totally down.
Yeah.
She's giving me weird luck.
Got to pass on the illness.
At least she's giving us all weird looks.
Veto.
Yeah, Vito.
Wow, she's no fun.
Yeah. Can't veto that illness. Anyway, so
You only get one veto at PAX.
yeah.
One veto permission.
So illness has been front and center, and hopefully I hope to just not be a sick son of a bitch when we go to PAX.
Hopefully not.
I mean, it's a month away.
Man, it's getting so close.
Holy crap.
Yeah, they sent out I saw y'all talking about emails for badges. I got the email saying that the badges have been sent, and I have a tracking number for mine.
I didn't look. I just got the notification. I was like, cool, swipe right.
Swipe right. Let's see. I will live update. They have not given it to UPS yet.
Okay.
Or USPS, so Still waiting.
Yeah, they'll show up probably about a week or two.
So I'm excited.
Yeah.
I am ready for PAX. We'll go out there and spread some love and viruses.
God.
Mostly
Oh,
love.
man. I remember last year I got so fucking sick.
PAX Pox.
You'll finally get hit by the Pax Pox.
Yeah.
The fuck I will. I've had everything under the sun right now. I'm probably immune to anything.
The year.
No, it doesn't matter. They'll follow you on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you post that you were at PAX, they'll follow you on Twitter.
nice.
PAX Pox.
I'm going to take hand sanitizer. So many hand sanitizers.
Yeah. What's funny is the first year we went, I didn't get sick. And then when I went by myself, I got sick. It was miserable.
I didn't get sick either. Now that I think about it.
Just make sure to fist bump everybody.
Yeah.
Hey.
I didn't get sick, but Cappy did.
Yeah.
So look forward to the 1 year anniversary podcast, which will be in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will be doing a special celebration of 1 year of the podcast at PAX on location. So there will be lots of people
In an Airbnb.
making lots of noises.
Not at PAX. That would be. Oh, we should see if we can. Nah, it'll be too noisy.
They have terrible internet. In
Yeah, it's
Next
well. We
year.
don't need internet. I mean, we're all going to be there,
We'll just record.
except for Michael. Michael, you should come to PAX. You're not that far.
Order this late? Gee.
Hey, you knew we were
You
going.
probably could. They probably still have badges for
Truth
sale.
be told, they probably do have badges for sale right now.
Oh yeah, they do.
It's not like
They're
PAX
not.
East or
They're not.
PAX
They don't
West
have,
where
the 3 days are probably sold out, but they still have badges for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 days usually get sold out within like the first week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, day one, maybe day two.
I am excited to see the board game lots and stuff at PAX South.
I love doing the board game stuff.
I'm ready to do it, and I want to go hit up the indie booths again because, as many people have noticed, when TJ went to PAX South last year and visited the indie run, boy, we made friends with House Pixel Games, and that has turned out to be a wonderful friendship that we have with the company, and hopefully continue. By the way, they're fixing to put out a snow update.
Yeah. Now, I did some more digging. I don't think it's going to be snowblower stuff. It's just going to be cosmetic stuff.
Yeah, it's cosmetic from what I know. But maybe they're kind of toying with the idea of snow
related,
physics.
yeah.
So we got to give them time. They've got to get this out on the Switch.
Yeah.
3-day badges are still for sale.
Oh, wow, really? Man, last year they sold out already.
They probably got more.
Probably. Gotta hope not.
How much is the 3 day? Just 75?
70.
Should
I
be
think
the
it's
same
80.
price.
I think it was a
I
little bit
thought
more.
it went up
Yeah, it was like 80, I think.
as it gets closer.
I think it was 80. 85.75.
Yeah. That's what it was when I bought mine.
Yeah.
But it hasn't gone up yet.
I wouldn't have a.
You wouldn't have a what?
Room.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the difficult part right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may be able to get that badge, but then when you get there, you're like, where am I going to be for the next 3 days?
Fucking Motel 6 is $120 a night. You're like, what the fuck?
No kidding. Because I've been toying with the idea of just getting a room for a few nights just for me.
I think it would be okay.
And I was like, oh, everything's so expensive now again.
Yeah.
Fuck you people and your surge charging.
Sleep in my truck.
I'll put a camper on the back of my truck, man. I'll just do that.
I had to get a hotel room when I went to West Texas this week.
Oof.
Oof.
That's expensive
That's
as fuck.
nasty. $270 a night.
It's fucking
Please tell me your company comped you.
Oh, the company pays for it, but
Oh,
still,
God.
And what sucks, it's not even a good hotel, I bet.
it was decent. It was a like I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a Fairbridge or something.
And yeah, the reason is because the oil field is fucking going off over there right now.
That's
So
right.
everything, hotels
Yeah.
are full, housing's full. McDonald's is paying almost $20 an hour out there right now.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was out there not too long ago, and I was in a truck stop, or not Walmart. Fucking, I do that every time. McDonald's, and it said now hiring, starting at 19 something. I was like, holy shit!
Wow.
It's crazy out there. But
Dude, when I go to like Subway for lunch, when I'm on site, I'll stand in line at Subway for like 40 minutes
Yeah,
to get a sandwich.
it's crazy.
Wow.
It's nuts.
And I'll tell you,
Holy shit.
I used to work in the oil field.
Right.
I worked on a drilling rig, and then much later on, I worked for a company that did mobile centrifuge, and we'd basically go clean the drilling mud, which is like the lubricant. So we'd go out there, and we were in this little bitty town. It's like a town of like 3,000 people, and all of a sudden, the oil field hit it, and they went from 3,000 to about 25,000. So there's nowhere to sleep. There's no hotels. The hotels are booked. They're building hotels as fast as they can. They're building housing as fast as they can. Businesses are fucking hiring people left and right because the oil field companies are hiring all these people that are making $7 an hour. Like, hey, you want to make $30 an hour? They're like, fuck yeah. I'll fucking get dirty for $30 an hour. And so then all these places have to raise their wages way the fuck up. But then the oil field dries up eventually and moves on, and then all of a sudden they have all these vacant houses and all these businesses that have popped up and all these wages, and now
murders the economy.
But
yeah, it's so brutal when you see these tiny towns just get destroyed after the oil field leaves.
And I mean, where we're from, actually, a town north of there was where we're from is a town built because of the oil boom, but it's not where the oil companies were. It's just the housing places that built there. And it managed to survive while the other town barely did.
Where I'm originally from, the town itself was an oil rig site, and people moved out there to the rig site to live on the rig.
Yeah, I should say the town where I'm from is where they built all the housing. My town turned into a city while the other ones suffered. Yeah. They all stagnated. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. But West Texas out there, Midland, Odessa, they've been oil field towns for fucking ever. So I mean, they're fine. They'll, it fluctuates. It's so weird. You wouldn't think that it would boom like it has this last year, but it's
fracking.
Yeah.
We'll leave fracking alone. Anyway, that's been my business for the week. Excited.
Yeah.
Very soon, very soon. I tell you what, the year is going by super fast, and months are going by rocket fast.
4 more months.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting here trying to hold on to my butt. Like, God damn, will you keep up with me?
4 more months. For what?
Till April.
Oh yeah, shit. God.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm fucking dumb.
Yeah, I gotta talk to you about some stuff after the podcast.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Ooh, congratulations.
What?
Anyway,
you're gonna be a father, Lisa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By
That's
the way,
news to me.
Anyway, moving on. Which one of you 3 gentlemen want to go next?
I'll go next.
All right, Matt. What's going on?
Mine will be quick. I spent almost the entirety of the week in West Texas, in Odessa.
Oh snap!
God, Odessa sucks.
Speak of the devil. I actually kind of like it because out of all the larger towns in the area, it's the quieter one.
Yeah.
Like there's literally nothing to do out there. But when I go out there to work, I want to go out there to fix the computer problems that are at the sites I'm going to, and then go to the hotel and do nothing.
Yeah.
And it works perfect for that. So the only thing I have to keep, like, I had to drive from Odessa to a small town in New Mexico called Loving. And I'm sure TJ knows where that is, but it's normally like a 2.5, 3 hour drive. And it took me 4.5, almost 5 hours to get there one day, because I was driving out this route, and then about halfway down the route, they had decided to take the highway and make it 1 lane while they repaved it out in the middle of nowhere. It's literally like an hour from anything, and they're paving like a half-mile section. But it's oil field, so the line is like 10 or 15 miles long of just trucks waiting to get through this place. And, they'd let through like 20 or 30 vehicles, and then you'd stop, and then they'd let the other side go, and you'd go back and forth and back and forth. And then I started getting this head cold, which I have a little bit of right now. And as we went by the area where they were tarring the road, Normally, you drive by tarring sections and it just smells like tar, and you're like, okay, it doesn't smell great, but it smells like tar. That's fine. And I don't know what was up with this tar, but it smelled like rotting corpses, and it was like way worse than any road tar you normally smell. And that I had to sit at the front of the line and wait for like 15 minutes as the tar smell is just pouring into the car. And it just destroyed my sinuses as I've got this sinus headache and it's just pounding me in the face. Oh, it was so bad.
Corpse tar in your head.
Like, enjoy your carcinogens.
Exactly, dude. It smelled. Oh, God. I don't even want to know. But anyway. So then I took a different route to get back, and it was another hour because it was a different route that just takes an hour longer. But at least I didn't have to sit behind tar.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, other than that, I played a little bit of World of Warcraft in the hotel room. That's about it.
All right. Michael, Cody, which one of y'all?
I'll go ahead and go.
All right, Cody.
So my week was filled with finals.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Schooling.
I am done with the semester.
Yeah.
I have submitted all my finals. I know I've got an A in all classes, but I don't know about one, and that's the stats class.
I think you'll be fine.
You know, you passed it though, right?
I don't know yet. I don't have my final grade.
Well,
A friend of mine did the calculations for me. If I had scored like below a 50-something% on the final, I would have gotten a D in the class.
I think you're gonna be fine
because it was worth that many points as my final.
That's,
that it would take me
ridiculous.
from an 88 to at least a 66. I think.
That's weighted too heavily.
Well, statistically speaking.
Statistically speaking, this test weighted way too much.
Yeah, but that was like worst case scenario. The test was like 21 of the problems were all multiple choice, so it was basically just do the calculations. This one's close.
That's how they get you. Oh man, they know how you're gonna mess up. Be like, yeah, just put that one there. Be like, oh, use this one right here. That's how they got me every time.
I did that on one. I did that on one, and I went back to it later. I was like, nah, that's too easy. It's this one. So we'll see. But yeah, other than that, my internship with the school's IT department is over, and now I get to go into job limbo for the next couple weeks of trying to figure out what the crap I'm going to be doing, because I can't go back to my old department because they don't have the funding for it. So I was going to go back there as a student worker at a lower wage, and then get a job in the Student Government Association with the the programming board, just to help earn money. And as I was leaving on my last day, my boss turned to me and said, "Hey, if I can get more budget for you to keep working, do you want to?" And I went, "Yeah. If you can keep paying me, I would love to stay here." He said, "Okay, I'll let you know."
I also need a raise.
I'll work at $9.50 an hour right now. 20 hours a week, that pays my bills. That's all I need.
Man, miss those days. Miss them so. I said I miss those days. I miss them so much.
$9.50 an hour, 20 hours a week. That's paying all my bills. I hate you so much.
Paying phone bill and car insurance and gas. Everything else is coming straight out of my savings. Tuition, books, everything like that is coming straight out of savings right now. So it pays my necessities, and I'll earn it back later.
I didn't think that would pay my phone bill.
Your phone bill is
My phone bill is
terrible.
ridiculous. I need to get a new phone plan.
Yeah, I need to as well. But other than that, I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed Odyssey yesterday, and killed a couple more people. Had some fun. Yeah, that really about does it for me. I haven't been up to much. I did get a bunch of D&D miniatures today.
Nice.
That's about what I've been working on.
Oh, D&D stuff. Oh, I'm so excited
And-
about tomorrow.
Me too.
I don't think you understand what I mean by a lot.
I bought miniature paint kit. I'm ready to paint miniatures.
Nice. Are you any good at it?
I used to paint model cars. I've never tried miniatures, but I used to do model cars. Hey, nice.
Someone's gonna be painting stuff too.
I'm also considering probably a couple months after the year buying a 3D printer.
Ooh, please and thank you.
I printed up some minis.
I don't know if this will pour out, but
Neat.
Where'd you get all those?
Christmas gift.
Ah.
There's a bunch of greeblies in there.
They're actually vermintide rats. So Melissa, the lovely Melissa, who is my biggest fan right here, as you can see her waving.
Fans got. Oh, there it goes.
She got me some Citadel paints and some like Reaper miniatures to eventually work up to. And she was in contact with another good friend of mine by the name of Wazboom, who is a miniature painting fanatic.
Dude paints
and
some
he was
awesome
just
minis.
like,
Yeah, he does.
he is great. And dude's got such a huge collection. He was like, you know what? Here, I'll tell you what to get him, and then you give him this for me. So he mailed her a bunch of those miniatures that I was just showing you.
Nice.
Damn.
So all those I get to practice on before I go to the bigger stuff.
Very cool.
If you ever get back down around this area again, I need to take you over to the Reaper store where they manufacture
Yes.
all those.
My favorite thing is all their misprints. They're like, yeah, just fucking paint these. Don't give a shit.
Mhm.
Here's the paint. Like you can just you can buy the minis. I think those ones are like 10 cents.
Yeah.
They're like super cheap, just misprints. Like they might have an arm missing or the arm might be misshapen. You can just fucking
that's
scoop them. They're
amazing.
super cheap, and you can paint them there. It's really
Guys, we have to go
I'm-
to Reaper.
cool. I wish we'd have thought of it.
Day
I
trip.
know. I really,
Day trip.
really.
Yeah,
TJ, we need to go.
we
sometime
should
again
go.
soon.
Yeah,
Can I get some clarification here?
sure.
Does Citadel and Reaper, they don't have anything to do with Mass Effect?
No,
100%.
no, this is
Right.
very coincidental.
Okay, like I got Citadel paints and Reaper minis, and I'm all. So you're gonna paint the Reapers to look like the Citadel? I don't.
No, they're both. Citadel makes high quality and very expensive paints for miniatures, and Reaper makes miniatures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the.
That's an interesting name combination.
It is, yeah.
Reaper is one of the top tier miniature makers for Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder, and the manufacturing facility for their minis is in Denton, which is a 10-minute drive from where we're at.
Yeah,
Nice.
And
So it's
and,
kind of
a-
crazy.
It's a weird place. It's like a little warehouse type area, kind of like in a new warehouse area they've built. You go back in there, you're like, are you sure we're supposed to be back here?
Yeah, you think about it for a minute, and you're like, okay, well,
We're gonna
maybe.
get shot, right?
It's not scary. It's just new and very industrial warehouse type area. Not scary New York City, dark alleys, and it's raining all the time.
Daredevil, right?
It's none of that. It's just like, I don't think we're supposed to be over here.
I feel like a girder's gonna come and hit me in the face.
Am I going to be a Ninja Turtle?
But yeah, so that's about what I've been up to. Just Christmas shopping, finishing up school, trying to get the job thing underway, and preparing for the Christmas rush, and then jumping back into classes in January actually around the time of PAX.
Oh boy.
Fun.
Yeah. I will be, thankfully they're all online, but I will be jumping into classes, I think, a couple days before I leave for PAX.
Oh joy.
So hopefully it'll be super simple work that I don't need to jump into quite yet, can get through PAX without an issue. And
He's going to be staying up late after everyone's gone to bed. He's like
Like,
doing homework and shit.
then they're coding away HTML, CSS.
Well, the good thing is you'll have a couple tech nerds there.
That's true. I'll just bug Creed. I think he codes.
Possibly. Very secretive about what he's in school for. He's like, I'm at school. I'm drinking now.
He is an engineer.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm an adult.
Alrighty. Michael, what you been having going on
Yes.
lately? We haven't seen you.
Well,
We haven't seen you on the podcast in quite a while now.
yeah, it's been a while. mostly just working, trying to catch up. Like, falling behind. It's the holiday season, and just a lot of people don't want to. It's hard to get harder to get commissions because everybody's wanting to save money for these months, and so that's been harder. Trying to play catch up and all that. But as far as like video games go and stuff like that, I've been playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Nice.
I need to get that at some point.
I've been playing a little bit of it.
Have you downloaded PD the Piranha Plant?
No.
What about Waluigi?
No inclination.
Oh, you don't want to download PD?
I don't have like the deal. No, I didn't download.
Aw,
Are those? Do you have to pay to get
not
them?
PD. He's free.
Okay.
No, I haven't downloaded PD yet. I'll probably do that maybe after this podcast. But I've been playing World of Warcraft again because a new patch released. The Tides of Vengeance patch just released. What was it, like yesterday or the day before?
Tuesday.
I think. Tuesday, yeah. And it's pretty good. A lot more story-related stuff in World of Warcraft now, and more bosses. And now we all have to go to Darkshore. Whoever thought that like a huge story-related thing would be taking place in this newbie area of Darkshore, which was really weird, but kind of cool that they're revisiting some older areas. But that's really all there is. Not much, just a lot of catching up work and Smash Brothers and WoW. That's it.
Life. It always gets in the way.
Life.
Lots
of
Life always gets in the way of video games.
It does.
You gotta focus.
You would also be surprised how much story actually went on in Darkshore, especially in the books.
Oh yeah. It's a very popular spot right now in World of Warcraft.
Alrighty. That is going to do it for our business for the week. Now we get to move on to, instead of the news, we will be moving on to the Game of the Year deliberations.
Oh my god.
Get ready and hold on to your butt.
This is what everyone's been waiting for. Our opinions on what games they should play and which one was the best.
Hey, I like my opinion on games to play.
I am being shitty towards this. No, I love talking about this stuff.
I do.
There's been so many good games. I'm so stoked.
This is...
I'm going to start.
Okay.
Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you!
Fucking Fortnite,
Fuck
man.
you!
I agree with you.
Oh, yeah.
I am on board with you there, Michael.
Fucking Fortnite. So good. Did you guys know it was so good. It came out last year and still won this year. So good.
Here they came out with a free creative mode you can now play.
What? You just want to build stuff?
I've even learned like all the dances from Fortnite.
Oh, let's all do them. Let's all do them. I'm gonna do them too. Let's floss.
You guys want to floss? Let's do it.
Oh, God damn. That hurts so much that Fortnite is even a thing right now.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I get it. Kids have picked up on it. Kids are fucking, because it's got all the things that kids love. It's bright colors. You got some Minecraft elements. They get to build shit. They get to shoot people. It's like Call of Duty. It's fucking hitting all these key points for fucking 12-year-olds. And they can dance. And they can dance like the people in this game because they're very simple dances. And they fucking do it. And they're cool. And it's fucking Fortnite.
And it's free to play.
And it's free to play. I fucking hate Fortnite, but it's because it's not targeted at me. And my foot keeps vibrating. I'm not sure why.
It's my fucking leg. I'm shaking my foot.
It's been doing it all day and it's freaking me out.
They're playing footsie.
Aww. Who's winning?
We both are.
Cinnamon girl.
I was about to say, Daniel, are you sure that's his foot?
I've been complimented on my boner before.
Oh, shit. No, I legitimately hate Fortnite. And I'll leave it at that.
I don't hate it. It's not targeted at me. And
no, I hate it. I legitimately hate the game.
I hate the culture around it. I don't hate the game. I hate the culture around it. It's the worst. And I feel so old. I feel like our parents, like, I feel it's so fucking dumb All of them are dumb. It's like Minecraft. I hated the whole culture around Minecraft, and it's just like those. It's just Minecraft with a different game.
You know what? Hold on one second. Damn you, Michael, for making us fall down this rabbit hole.
Okay, I'm
Get off of Fortnite.
I'm getting off my soapbox.
Fortnite was 2017.
Fuck you, joystick.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just joking.
Yeah.
Let's get on.
Let's talk about games that were released this year. Let's go through and let's talk about our top 3 of the year.
Okay.
Top 3
of the year. Who wants to kick off with
here's a question of clarification.
Okay.
Is it our top 3 or the top 3 that we think should win?
No. This is right now. We're going to discuss our own personal top 3 that we believe are the top 3 games of the year.
Okay, that's fair.
And then we will deliberate a channel top 3.
Okay,
and that's where everything will go to hell. See, Cody's running away right now.
Like, nope.
He knows this is going to be bad.
All right,
go for it, Michael.
Bye, Cody. Oh, jeez.
You started.
I guess I did. I can't remember everything that released this year, and I didn't like. There's been a lot of good games that have released.
Games.
But, I'm just. I don't remember all of them. Let's just start with.
Let me see if I can help you out here, Michael.
Sure. That sounds good.
1 second.
I was originally gonna say like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Fair.
Is on my top list. I enjoyed that one a lot. From what I've played of Smash Brothers Ultimate, I've been enjoying it a lot too.
All right.
I'm not sure if I'd include it in my top list, but I mean that's the only one I can think of at the moment. Sea of Thieves is a
good game.
I love that game.
Yeah.
I haven't touched that in ages.
It's been a while. Shoot, what else though, man?
God of War was released this year. Spider-Man was released this year.
I didn't play either of those.
Celeste was released this year.
Spyro Trilogy.
The Spyro Trilogy was released this year.
I haven't had a chance to play that one. There's
Did
a lot of
Troy
games.
Become Human?
I didn't play that one.
No?
Leisure Suit Larry.
There's a lot of games that have come out that I didn't get a chance to. Oh my god!
I can't believe they're still making those games.
Okay, see, some of that
Which
stuff
game?
has been remakes. You got to be careful
Hey,
on
no,
what you
that's
look at.
a brand new game.
That is not a Wet Dreams Don't Dry is not a new game.
Are you sure?
I doubt it.
I'd never heard of that before.
All right, we'll find out.
But go ahead. Go ahead.
Fallout 76.
Fallout 76 was
God.
released this year.
Like, there's a bunch of games that have come out this year, but a bunch of games that I haven't played yet. I guess I can relate to Cody in that one.
Sea of Thieves came out this year.
Well,
I said that.
Well,
Oh,
go
I'm
based
sorry.
on what you've played. You don't have to. You don't necessarily have to. You don't have to necessarily have played the game. If you have learned about it or heard about it or read about it, and you think it deserves one of your top spots in your list, that's fine. You don't necessarily have to have played the game. We're not going to be sticklers like that.
Oh, I know a game that fully released this year that would be in my top 3 is Subnautica.
Subnautica. Oh yeah.
I was wondering if you were going to mention that because that one is definitely in my top 3.
You were talking about that back in September.
Yeah, that one's definitely in my top 3 is Subnautica. That is such a good game.
And aren't they coming out with a DLC soon in an Arctic area?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything. Of course, I haven't been keeping up with them lately either. But for sure, Subnautica is in my top 3.
Okay.
I'm going to count Red Dead Redemption 2 in my top 3 for sure.
Okay, so Subnautica, Red Dead, and
I'm looking through a list.
we'll vamp for you then. Let's see. Oh, Persona 5 came out this year.
Great series. I didn't play 5 yet, but I really like the series.
Well, that was for let's see what else came out this year. Oh my goodness.
I Destiny 2 Forsaken, which I heard is really, really good.
Screw Destiny 2.
I heard the story. I heard it's really, really good. I still enjoy playing the game. I just like the shooting mechanics. The gameplay is very, very fun.
It's all it's good for. What was it? I thought of something and then I just lost it completely.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Blops.
Fun. There's no single player. It's not as fun as it was.
All you do is you see nothing but blops. There's a Monster Hunter came out this year.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's some early in the year stuff.
Far Cry 5 came out this year.
That's true.
Great game, except for the ending.
Subnautica Below Zero is the next update.
I'm excited for that, man.
Me too.
Final Fantasy Dissidia NT came out this year.
That's true.
That came back out in January, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It came out and then it got kind of quiet after that.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Okay game. It's Dragon Ball fighting game.
Tell you what.
It's Goku versus Goku versus Goku versus Goku.
There's so many freaking forms in Dragon Ball now.
Yeah, Black Goku,
Okay.
Blue Goku, Pink Goku.
Well, Black Goku is different Goku. It's not really Goku. It's someone else.
It's still Goku.
It's so fucking
All right.
weird.
All right, Michael.
I have a game.
Okay.
My other top game of the year would be Octopath Traveler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you have Subnautica, Octopath Traveler, and Red Dead Redemption. Where are you putting one? Where are you putting three? What's three?
3.
That's a hard list right there.
It's a tough list. We'll put Octopath Traveler in 3.
Ooh.
Red Dead in 2 and Subnautica in 1.
Subnautica in 1, really?
For me.
That game is so good.
It's a good game.
Really?
I still haven't played it.
That's
Neither
just
have I.
my personal thing.
Right. But still, it's interesting to see here that, because we were having a debate just the other day that about the Game Awards and how Red Dead lost out to God of War. So it was kind of one of those things I at the time was wondering, okay, well, what did Red Dead miss out on that God of War had more or less? And in your opinion, this one, Subnautica, was a much more interesting game than Red Dead.
This list is based on the fact that I haven't completed Red Dead 2 yet.
Well, you can get a feel of a game of how
it might. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I mean, I guess in just gameplay wise, like I really, really, really enjoyed Subnautica. Like I remember like wanting to go back to Subnautica and play it. With Red Dead Redemption 2, it's been sitting on the side, and I want to play it, but I'm just like, I'll work on it later. Do it later.
I really need to play more Red Dead. I just have not had an opportunity in time to do so. Interesting thing, I've heard rumors about a remake of the original Red Dead in the Red Dead 2 engine.
That'd be so nice. I mean, they have to do a whole rebuild, though.
The rumor is saying that some of the work has already been built into it. It's kind of, it was a glitch that had some weird stuff, but just a weird thing out there. So, Subnautica, Red Dead, and then Octopath Traveler. That is Michael's top 3 list. All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right, Matt.
So, I've got one game that is not going to be in my top 3, but I wanted to give it like a
honorable mention.
What do you call it? Yeah, thank you. Honorable mention. I want to give an honorable mention to the title "Deliver Us the Moon."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've played that yet.
Matt did the demo for it. Like that was like a year or something ago, wasn't it?
I did the demo for it like a year and a half ago. Go ahead, Skid.
I was just saying. I remember seeing you play the demo, but can I quickly make an honorable mention on my list?
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Ghost of a Tale. Just wanted to quickly throw that
Ghost
out
of a
there,
Tale.
'cause that released this year. That was a really good game to me. I'm done. Sorry.
All right,
Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, I played the demo for Deliver Us the Moon like a year and a half ago maybe, and the demo literally blew me away. I was just floored with how in like 15-20 minute demo, I was just completely absorbed into this world. And I've got a copy of the full title now that it's been released. I just haven't had the time to sit down and play it. I'm trying to finish Assassin's Creed and Mass Effect and stuff like that, but I'll probably get to it sometime early, like in the first or second quarter next year. But I can't wait to play that title. It looks ridiculously good.
I'm installing it right now.
Yeah.
I need to go dig up my keyboard.
And
Sorry, go ahead.
oh, okay. I just didn't want to interrupt
No,
you.
I keep interrupting you. Sorry.
It's all good. All good, man. So, out of my top 3, I've only actually played one of them.
Okay.
The one I have played is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I've played a lot of that, and that game is probably I don't like giving my opinions on games until I've completed them. So I have a lot of people ask me, like, after I play 2 hours of a video game, they're like, "How do you like it? What's it like?" And I'm like, "I don't know, dude. It feels like a game with its title because I'm 2 hours into like a 100-hour video game." But if Odyssey lives up to what it's doing now, I can see it dethroning Origins as my favorite Assassin's Creed game. Like easily. The characters in it are amazing, and the story is extremely well written. So I'm loving Odyssey a lot. I'm also including God of War on the list for me. Just because I've played God of War 1, 2, and 3. I haven't played the new one, but 1, 2, and 3 were amazing, and I've only heard exceptionally good stuff about this title as well. So I'm sure it's great, and I can't wait to get around to playing it. And then additionally in my top 3, I've got Red Dead, but that's just again, I haven't played that title either. But I love Westerns.
Oh, yeah.
I just love Westerns, dude. And when Red Dead Redemption, are they still doing a PC release of this eventually?
There's still
because I remember
rumors,
them.
Yeah, they haven't confirmed anything yet.
Okay,
but more likely it's going to happen.
It better
Yeah.
happen, man.
When it comes out on PC, I'll definitely get it because I'm so much more comfortable on a PC game than I am on a controller nowadays. So that's the one thing that keeps me from really sitting down and playing a lot of Red Dead 1, which is why it interested me that you had mentioned that there might be Red Dead 1 in the Red Dead 2 engine, because if they re-release it in the new engine, porting it to PC will be just as easy as porting 2 is. So the likelihood, if they do rebuild the first game in the second engine, the likelihood of it coming to PC is greatly increased. Because I know a bunch of people asked about, hey, why did you guys release the first title on PC? And they went into this explanation about how the engine that they had used was extremely difficult to port to PC. And they're like, we'd basically have to redo half of the game to get it to work, and we weren't interested in doing that. And I was like, okay, I can see that. That would be a huge pain in the. But if I had to rank them, I'd probably put Red Dead third. One of the reasons I do that, I mentioned this in one of the previous podcasts, is one of the reasons I did that is it being a Western. Technically, the Western genre is a niche genre. It's not as wide open as fantasy or sci-fi, which are more widely accepted. I would put God of War in second, and then I'd put Assassin's Creed first, just because I'm a Assassin's Creed fanboy. So it's a game I love. It's got a great setting in ancient Greece, and I can't currently think of a functionality in Assassin's Creed Odyssey that I don't at least enjoy. So everything in there to me feels like it's been exceptionally well done.
Well,
And I'm going to talk for Curtis real quick. Curtis would probably say Odyssey is number one.
you know, I thought about that.
That's all he's been
He
playing.
has literally been just hardcore Assassin's Creed lately. He is offline at the moment. I thought about seeing if he'd shoot me at least a top 3 list of what he thought was the greatest thing, but I think you could honestly say his number 1 spot belongs to Assassin's Creed.
Somewhere in there is Towerfall.
Towerfall didn't release this year.
Was that even released this year?
It did on the Switch.
Well, you can't really.
You can. Totally counts.
No,
Totally counts. That's how
no.
Fortnite got counted in.
It came out.
Initial release date.
2014.
Initial release date.
Totally counts, man.
And I misspoke when I said Persona 5. Persona 5 was at the end of 2016.
Oh, is it 6 that's out now?
I guess.
There's a new one that just came out this year.
I thought there was one new one that came out this year, but I hadn't seen it. So. You know what? I'll go next.
Go for it.
Honorable mention that I'm going to throw in for this year is going to be Octopath Traveler, and that is a good old Square Soft, not Square Enix, but a good old Square Soft. Bring it back.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that they had 8 different characters that you could go around and collect to build your team, and plus the difficulty level that of actually trying to defeat like some of these bosses where if you don't defend or attack appropriately, you can totally get your ass tanked. Was what's up, Matt?
I have a question. This Octopath Traveler has no relation to Octodad, right?
Correct.
No. Octodad Traveler.
Sorry, I just had to throw
There
that
is
in
no
there.
tentacle
Octodad
porn.
was stupid and amazing.
Hitman 2 released this year.
Oh my goodness.
Octodad Travel.
Shadow. Oh, you know what would probably be in Curtis's top list now that I see this right now? Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, great
This is a
game.
big Tomb Raider fan as well. I am as too. But yeah, my honorable mention is Octopath Traveler. Going into third, Spider-Man. I know Matt's gonna groan about that, but there's the groan. Spider-Man, they actually did a really, really good job with a superhero video game and made it not suck like most superhero games do. The open world. Now, there is a little bit of the grindy bits where you get your costumes and stuff, but it's not the end of the world if you don't collect costumes. They all have little additional power-ups and stuff, which, in my opinion, was fun. I mean, being able to be like classic Spider-Man or the Iron Spider, I really like that. I like the fact that you could get those different costumes, and it made it fun to do that.
I have a question about
Hey, did they have the 6-armed
That's what I
version?
was going to say. Did they have the big with the iron?
Yeah, that's the Iron Spider.
He had the huge.
Yeah, he has all his freaking legs. Douche.
I was just wondering if it was
Oh,
like
okay.
a cosmetic thing or if they actually added in the mechanics for him to have all his spider legs.
More or less cosmetic.
Oh, that sucks.
Mhm.
I want to be able to use them.
But he's badass, though.
It's super cool.
Is so nice.
Spider-Man, badass, never the same level.
Hey, man. Spider-Man is like the PG
No.
version of Deadpool.
Just because you hate on Spider-Man doesn't mean the rest of us hate on Spider-Man.
You know what's funny is he cracked me up. He's like, his parents are dead. I'm like, all their parents are dead. It's the prerequisite.
Well,
Like, he whines about it. So does Batman. Every movie is fucking Batman. I lost my parents. They're dead now.
My parents are dead. I'm going to be emo and live with bats.
That's fair.
I just want to give you shit about it.
In all fairness, I'm not a DC fan at all
Same.
anyway. So I just kind of push Batman off completely, and I completely forget he exists sometimes.
Hey, can I derail you
So
real quick?
it's
Go ahead.
I watched Superman versus Batman this week.
Oh, yeah.
I did I think there's about 100 tweets. I'm not sure.
I saw your tweet chain. Oh, my God. I was rolling the entire time. I was like, TJ, why did you wait so long to watch this movie?
I had a great time. It was a good time. Terrible movie, but it was a great time.
I loved every moment of that tweet chain.
My wife showed me the Lego Batman movie,
How was it?
recently, and I thought it was fucking great.
Oh yeah, the
It's
Lego
so
movies are
good.
real good.
I need to
Lego
see the
Batman.
Lego Batman movie.
So
I have not seen that one
It's
yet.
so freaking good.
Anyway,
Oh,
sorry,
but
Kerry.
no, it's fine because I love that tweet chain, man.
Yeah, so-
that was wonderful. Oh, look, product placement. Here's more product placement. Oh, they bonded over a mother's name. I was like, yes, TJ sees why this movie sucks now. Because God, I watched the director's cut. Did you watch?
I did the Ultimate Edition.
Oh, it hurts.
3 hours long.
It hurts, doesn't it?
I gotta tell you though, Jesse Eisenberg, fucking best
Nailed
character in the
it,
whole movie.
man.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the best fucking
So
Lex Luthor ever?
I don't think he was a great Lex Luthor. I think he played it very well for him. Like there could have been better. Like he did really good until the end where he went crazy. I don't think Lex Luthor ever went crazy, but I mean Lex Luthor is a weird dude.
Spoilers.
Sorry. Yeah. I mean, sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Anyways, I didn't mean to derail, but yeah, y'all can go find my tweet storm. It's a good time.
All right. Number 2 spot. Here is a little bit of a surprise. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, we all know what your number 1 spot is already.
Okay, what's the number 1 spot?
Fortnite.
Celeste.
Nope.
Nope, really.
Hold on, is it? What's that other game?
That
Owlboy.
That you were talking about, Dead Cells.
Oh,
There you
Dead
go.
Cells?
Like
Is
that?
Dead Cells?
Dead Cells
I
is
knew
number
it was
1.
one of those 3.
I knew it.
Now, I will preface this. I absolutely love Red Dead Redemption. I love it. I loved the first one when it came out, just like Matt. I love the Western genre in the video game. Oh my God, it is so wonderful. And in the first game where you could go and hunt down little treasure, you use a map and you hunt for treasure and stuff like that. I haven't seen it if it is repeated in Red Dead 2. I hope it is because that was one of my favorite things to do. But I love the Western genre. I love the game. I can already see, I've seen so much stuff about it already because you just can't miss it. Great game. Beautiful game. Dead Cells is my number 1 because I did not ever suspect that I would ever enjoy a roguelike.
Yeah.
Never. Ever. And I bought it to play on the Switch just because I was like, you know what? I need a game for the Switch. I'm going to play it on the Switch. It's out on PC. I bought it on the Switch. I started playing it and I was like, holy shit, this is really good. Mm-hmm. It's fast paced. The mechanics are great. It sucks to start over. I hate that, but that's the point of a roguelike.
Yeah.
But I don't feel down about it because as far as you get into the game, slowly things start opening up in different directions. So at the very beginning of the game, you could still take that same path or you can diverge and go a different way.
Like, oh, hey, this way's open now.
Yeah. And it's that Metroidvania style. And then the character is really interesting. And then the world that you're in is just super interesting. It just really caught my attention this year. And I hate the fact that I have not played it as much as I really wanted to. But I am stoked about it. So it has claimed the top spot because I've really honestly played it a hell of a lot more than the other game.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So that is my list right there.
Cody,
So-
did you go?
No, Cody?
No. I think I must be the last one.
Oh, you're
Cody
not.
and- Cody and
I'm the
TJ.
last. I'll be the last one. You go ahead.
Oh, okay. I unfortunately don't have access to all of the latest and greatest games. I would like to. I would have loved to have tried Red Dead Redemption. Definitely, I would say Subnautica is my number 1. I'm just going to go ahead and go out there and say that because playing that at the beginning of the year, or I guess over the summer, I love that game. That is one of the few games that I would play and then fall asleep thinking about and wake up the next morning and be like, I just want to play it again. Past that, man, it's rough for me to choose a game. I mean, Sea of Thieves was probably another one, though I haven't played it in a while. I really did enjoy playing that with you guys, and
That was amazing multiplayer content.
It's a very fun multiplayer game.
there's actually been a lot of content since we played
True,
too.
really,
so-
really need to
go
jump
back
back
and
into that.
revisit.
Yeah.
We need to go.
Yeah.
Arr.
I mean, they've been releasing content throughout the whole year. So
Yeah. So I think that one would take my number 2 just because of the fun that I had with it and the hopes that I have for it still. We'll see. This might change in 5 days when Atlas comes out.
There you go.
That'll be my honorable mention. It's not even out yet, but it looks like it could be a lot of fun. So I'm excited for that one. Man, and then I guess for number 3, I guess it would probably be Assassin's Creed Origins because
Or
I'm
Odyssey.
sorry, Odyssey. Odyssey.
They shouldn't have made 2 games with O's sequentially.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Only, I mean, I love Assassin's Creed games. I played the first one, the second one, and Brotherhood, which is like 2.5.
2.33.
Sure. I'll leave that up to you. You would know.
Statistically speaking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Rounded up to the nearest integer. I love those games. I love playing them. So, Odyssey has been a very new, like, approach to the game, and it's been interesting to have such a free roam and kind of do whatever I want. And I've been enjoying like the mythology behind it and the scenery, and getting to experience all that. The plot line, very fun. I love one of the aspects that they have, and I'm thinking about taking some of those aspects and incorporating it into my own D&D campaigns.
Nice.
Because it was a really clever aspect, and I didn't think about it until after playing. I'm like, ooh, this would come in real nice. So, Matt, I will tell you what that is later.
Ooh.
Um,
Secrets.
it's still feeling a little slow paced to me, just a little. Like, I don't feel like I'm getting as much story as I would want just playing through some of the quests. So I don't know if that picks up any sooner. I'm currently level 26, and
That's the one thing is leveling in the game has nothing to do with the story progression.
well then, Matt, I talked to the 3 people I needed to talk to very early on in the game, in the 3 different cities.
Okay.
That's where I've stopped.
Okay. The story, if you focus primarily on story and you don't do a lot of the like exploration, let me go just explore and not do the story for 6 hours, then the story is about to get amazeballs.
All right. I will happily put Odyssey at my number 3 spot, because as soon as I get the time, hopefully before January when I lose access to Odyssey, I will be able to play through it. So I might be streaming that soon and just picking up where I've left off.
Awesome.
But yeah, those will be my top 3. Honorable mention, of course, has to go to Fortnite. No, I'm kidding.
Everybody wants to burn my ass
For the
on
Switch.
that.
For the Switch, because it still counts.
Yep, for the Switch. No. Man, I can't really think of an honorable mention. I guess maybe Deltarune.
Demo, but
that-
you know what? Sure, why not?
I mean, hell, joystick counted Fortnite. Why not? Demos are allowed.
Yeah. we'll let this one go, but it's honorable mention, so it's not technically on the
Right,
list.
there you go.
But so yeah, we'll
See,
let it go.
I've heard reports that it's a demo and not a demo. And granted, I haven't played through the whole thing. I've played more than 2 hours, and most demos don't go past 2 hours.
Well, okay, I've heard demo, and then I've heard it's chapter 1 of the game.
That's what I heard. It's part 1.
Gotcha. But that's only because I loved Undertale to begin with, and the music and the storyline was already riveting to me. I was just raptured. Wow, captivated by it, enraptured by it. That's what
I was raptured by this game.
I was raptured by it. Oh no, Gold's left his Cody's clothes.
Better to be raptured than raptured.
You're not wrong.
Clever girl.
Yeah, those would probably be my games, because I can't think of any others that have released this year that I have played and enjoyed.
All right, TJ.
Cool. So, if I were to include games I have not played, which I thought of doing, it would be Red Dead, God of War, and I don't know. So, Smash Brothers.
In that order?
In that order.
1, 2, 3.
But I haven't played any of those games.
Okay.
So that's not my list. My list was hard because I didn't think that I'd played that many new games this year, but I did. And some of them were very good. Monster Hunter World is probably going to be on my top.
Ooh,
Played it a lot.
I've played it a lot.
completely forgotten about
I started
that.
playing it again. I'm over 100 hours technically, which other people are like, oh, fucking amateur, but I don't have that much time to play video games. So the fact that I've gotten 100 hours in a game that I've already beaten technically, and I'm just hunting for better looking armor and cooler weapons and
Hunting for fun.
pretty much, yeah. I'll just go in there and just like I want to hit monsters. I love the way the game plays. Like I've always liked Monster Hunter, but it felt like it has this huge what the hell is it? Like
A wall for new players?
yeah, like every Monster Hunter I've played, yeah,
Entry level barrier.
yeah, it's like most games, they're either really handholdy or some of them kind of nail it just right. Monster Hunter didn't give a shit. They assume you've been playing the game since they first come out. They're like, here's the game, here's the controls, you got it, have fun. That monster's about to fuck you up.
It's like Dark Souls with its learning curve. It's like,
Yeah,
all right,
learning-
here's your basic controls, and then have fun.
Yeah, they don't.
You're dead.
They don't teach you how to do specials. They don't teach you how to do combos. They don't teach you what items do. They don't teach you how to capture a monster. I mean, they vaguely do. Like they hit the very soft, they hit the cliff notes, and then that's just you got to figure this shit out. And it's the way the world plays. It plays so much better. Like it feels more optimized. It feels bigger, more epic. I mean, yeah, there's a lot less monsters. There's a lot less weapons. They don't have all the items of the old games because this is all new stuff they have to build for this engine. But it's so much fun. I love the game. It's just it's easy to pick up and play. You can, I mean, you're not gonna bang out a mission in 5 minutes, but if you got an hour to spend, Monster Hunter is a good time, and I really enjoy the game.
It is the only Monster Hunter game that I have actually enjoyed playing.
Same. Like I really like the games. It's just I don't have when I played them, they were always on handheld because that's where Monster Hunter lived for its entirety. There's a lot of information on that tiny ass screen, and it's I wanted to love it. I wanted to like it. I just couldn't get into it. But yeah, Monster Hunter World really opened it up for the casual Monster Hunter players, which I really enjoy. And being able to play seamlessly most of the time with friends is nice. My second is Far Cry 5. Because it was an amazing game, except for the ending, which everyone hated. But I know why they did it. And I totally understand because they were already planning Far Cry Fallout. So the world had to end.
Is that really what it's called?
No, what is it, Apocalypse or something?
Far Cry 5.
Well, it's not called Far Cry 5. It's just Far Cry something.
Oh, it's like Far Cry 5 pink level.
No. I'm talking about the one. It's like a whole new game. It's like Primal but post-apocalyptic.
I think it takes place like 30 years after the
Yeah.
end of the game or something.
Yeah,
New Dawn?
it might be New Dawn.
Far Cry New Dawn.
Red Dawn?
But Far Cry was so good. Like it's built on all the stuff that they've had in the previous Far Cries, and it's more relatable because you're not some mystical dude getting a tattoo, and suddenly you're not a drunk college kid getting a tattoo, and now you're fucking on a mystical quest. You're like, motherfucker, I would just leave. This one, it's like you have a reason. Like this is your job. You are an agent, or I forget what you are, a sheriff or something. So you have this, they've given it a more acceptable story, like backstory for you to be there instead of be like, I would just fucking leave. Like obviously none of this shit's gonna happen. If all this crazy shit were happening, the government would get involved, and they would. I mean, they're not gonna let this shit that went down in that game just happen. But it's just really good. I mean, sure, the driving sucked because it's never been good in any Far Cry. They don't know how to make cars drive. It's very hard for them. They should just stop doing it. But
All their cars move like roller skates on ice.
yeah, they suck. I hate driving in Far Cry games. But the world is so big. Like it's fun to play in. I enjoyed the story. The characters were really good. The gunplay was really good, and the gameplay was good, except for the driving. And really, I enjoyed it, and I on my list of games, it's number 2, and then number 3, and it's number 3 because it's real hard. It's Hitman 2.
Ooh, you played Hitman 2.
I've been playing. I forgot to mention that I've been playing Hitman 2. I am on the second mission. I have played for about 7 hours. I'm still on the second mission.
Wow.
It's so fucking hard.
Well, just find yourself a briefcase and you're golden.
The dude threw the briefcase and it just fucking like a seeking missile. It was so good.
There's a ton of videos of the Heat briefcase. It'll just follow them around the map.
But the reason I'm adding it to my list and not having beat it yet is because like I did the first mission. It took me several tries, like I think 8 or 9 tries to really. Hi everybody. Cody's all embarrassed now. He's like, get out. Trying to record. But there's so many ways to do a mission. Like you can go in, you can do it where you kill everybody. You can go in where you poison someone. You can go in where you stab someone. Like for instance,
Matt's dying right now.
So is Cody.
They wanted to come in and say hi to Melissa.
But just for the first mission, there's you got to kill this woman, and it tells you basically all the ways to do it. Like in the I forget what it is. Basically, like how you do stuff. It's like your achievements. Basically, they're not achievements, but it's here's how you can complete this mission.
Right.
There's like 10 different ways to kill him, and to complete everything, and it's so good, man. It's just so many ways to do it. I'm doing one, and the mission is so fucking big. Like it's so big, and it's so good. And I really, really, really enjoy the game. It's if you like Hitman, it's fucking Hitman. It's really good, and a little chaotic. You can turn
I like watching Hitman.
Yeah, you can turn the difficulty down. You can just fucking cause chaos. It's a good time. Kill someone, leave them in the crowd. It's fucking good time. I hit a guy with a beer can, knocked him out in the middle of the crowd. It's a great time. Took his clothes and walked away.
No one batted an eye.
Yeah, well, they did. They all got upset, but they didn't know who did it. But
I was watching some videos of this guy where all he was doing was killing people with blueberry muffins.
Blueberry muffins?
Well, you can poison stuff.
Oh.
No. He would literally like walk up with a blueberry muffin and just like smash it into the dude's face.
That's also
like,
a way he would do.
Muffins.
I'm the muffin man,
bitch.
Yeah.
You need more fiber in your diet.
There's so many ways to kill people in that game too. It's so good. Like I dropped a race car on a dude.
Ow.
Yeah, it was a mess.
How were you carrying that?
Huh?
How were you carrying
He
that?
was working on it was on a lift and I walked by and I was like,
Oh.
emergency release, and just bloosh. I was like, cool, now he's out of the way.
Why is that race
It
car
made
have
that
legs?
sound too. Bloosh.
Pretty much. Bloosh. All the sound effects in the game were someone making the noise. So like when the door opens, it goes ka-chink.
Oh my god! Could you imagine replacing all the sound effects with something like that?
I would love to do that. I think there is a game that does that.
That would be funny.
It's
There was a mod for Half-Life 2 where people recorded their voices for all the sound effects. And my favorite thing was the train that would go by, and when the train sound as it went by, instead of being like, it was somebody saying in Russian, "I'm a train, I'm a train." It was great.
That's good.
I should download that mod and play through Half-Life 2 with that voice mod. Because it's hilarious. It's like
You
pew, 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 pew.
You should pretend like you don't hear it either.
I'd be like, this game sounds great. I love the audio.
Wow.
They even redid the music.
Wow.
So you have the same music in the background, but it's just dudes being like.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I guess my
You got an honorable mention?
would be Fallout 76.
What?
It's been so
Oh.
good. I mean, the level of customer support has been off the walls. Uh, the level of quality in the game has been real good. I really enjoy all the NPCs, and the story has been so good, and it hasn't crashed that often. Maybe 4 or 5 times a session. I've only fallen through the map a couple dozen times. I'm just kidding. I haven't played the game.
I love your 4 or 5 times a session.
Yeah.
How about a legitimate honorable mention if you think one deserves?
Probably Octopath Traveler. I mean, it's so hard because there's so many like Sea of Thieves, Soul Calibur. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna give it to shit, man. That's hard. I'm gonna give it to Octopath Traveler because that's a damn good game. Man, that's a really good game. If you got a Switch and you want to fucking veg out to an old school JRPG, that's the fucking one to do it.
Yeah, buddy. It reminds me so much of like Bravely Default.
Yeah, there's a lot of
God,
stuff they used in that.
Default.
Yeah, they're a great game. Also, if you haven't played Bravely Default, pick that.
Oh
shit
shit, yeah, go get that too.
Wow, this game looks amazing. Actually,
up. Which one?
Octopath
Oh
Traveler.
yeah,
it's wonderful.
Yeah, if you got a Switch, I can pick it up or whatever other platforms it comes.
65-inch TV.
Yeah,
If only
Yeah,
I had a new gen console.
I feel you, man. I feel you. I've only got this. Well, I have an Xbox One. You want it? I will send it to you. I bought it last year on Black Friday. I plugged it in. I updated it, put it back in the box, and have not touched it since.
You want to just send that my way, or it is Christmas?
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I don't know if I
I like how you said if you had the game for any of its platforms, it's the Nintendo Switch exclusive, published by Nintendo.
I didn't know if because Square's weird. Sometimes they're with Sony, sometimes they're not. I didn't know if
This one is straight up Switch, which made it that much more better for me because I enjoyed that.
It's great, so good, so good.
All right, well, that's going to be our personal lists for Game of the Year. Now it's time to start the ever popular debate, as in
Fortnite.
buckle up. It's going to be a while.
Nah, I think this will be easy.
Oh,
I think it's gonna
God.
be easy. Okay.
All right. So out of everything that we have listed here, guys, is there a consensus on a number 3?
I would say Spider-Man at number 3. What
Cody,
the hell happened to
Cody
Cody?
is so magical. He is pixelated. I don't know how he's pixelated like this, but man, he is just shot off into pixel land.
I look fine.
I tell you what,
You say that.
give us half a second. We'll be right back.
We'll take a break real quick.
And we'll see if we can fix this. All right. Yeah, dude, you were just like a TV screen exploded.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
He looks good to me, actually.
Well, it must have, like I was saying, it was probably on our end.
He always looks good to you.
I was about to say you're looking pretty good to me too, Matt.
All right.
I don't think she cares. She's fine.
What's that comic strip that says biting your lower lip makes you look sexy, but biting your upper lip makes you look crazy? Yeah.
Jack Nicholson.
All right, let's use the podcast channel for our discussions here for listing games.
I think it's gonna be Red Dead, God of War, and shoot, what was the other one that we were just talking about?
Is that what you believe the channel's top 3 should be?
In all fairness, the only person to list Spider-Man was Daniel.
That's true. There, thanks, Cody.
Should that be in order?
That's a personal. Yeah, man, put them in order.
Oh, I was just listing my list.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
I wasn't listing what I thought they should
What
be.
do you think the channel's top 3 should be? And then we're fixing to roll back into it. We'll start having discussions.
Sadly, I think I'm gonna have to get going.
Oh no!
I know. Hold on, just give me a second.
All right.
Let's see.
All right. Well, let's. let's just roll back in, and Michael will realize that we're going.
Ready.
See if we can build the list. We'll build the list. All right, ready?
I put mine in there.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Hey, we're back. Now we will begin the deliberations. Now that Cody is no longer pixelated on your screen right there, so you can see all his wonderful.
One doesn't appreciate art.
Well, not when it's Picasso. Faces all over the place, man. Now we're going to start debating on what, for the channel, what we believe should be top of the list to bottom of the list. I tell you what, let's start with number 1. Okay? In everybody's list, Red Dead made everybody's list, didn't it? Except for
mine.
TJ's.
Yeah.
So, could we argue that potential Red Dead is number 1 for the channel?
I think so, yeah.
I would have no complaints over that personally.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because I'm looking at.
Oh wow, TJ and I were actually the same.
Oh, I didn't even notice that I was typing it. I noticed your top 3 was Spider-Man.
Spooderman.
I mistyped it. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Spooderman.
You know, I hate. I know that y'all haven't even played Dead Cells, but I kind of hate that it's gonna miss.
I know.
It's just not big enough.
I know. Well, I know it's a small game, and it's a roguelike, but man, I hate the fact that it's just gonna miss.
You know what's crazy is I'm totally with you because I've played small games like A Night in the Woods was fucking amazing. Love that game.
Yes.
Didn't win any awards that I know of.
No.
Detroit Become Human was awesome.
Yeah, amazing game. I haven't got to play it.
And
I
that
watched
was big too.
A matter of fact, I played a little mobile game over the weekend. That was super, super nice. Little data wing. If everybody picks it up. No ads. Good time.
Okay, so we might be able to come to a consensus then for number 1 for the channel. And since, Michael, you just got back and we're in the middle of discussions here, do you believe that Red Dead 2 is a potential number 1 for our channel?
A potential number 1, yeah.
I think I would give it to Red Dead, personally. So I think we can fill in our number 1 slot with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Sure.
I'm okay with this.
All right. Let's argue number 2 spot then. What I'm seeing right now is a lot of God of War.
Did I say Gears of War? I think I did.
You said GOW.
Oh, I was
God
thinking,
of War.
I was thinking Gears of War.
You thinking Gears of War?
Marcus, come back. We need
Gears
you.
of War 6 coming soon. God of War or Assassin's Creed. Actually, you know what? I would probably, personally, I would think Spider-Man, but that's me. Spider-Man is never going to be. Spider-Man is not going to get past most of you folks. I might get support from Curtis, but then again, the Assassin's Creed, I think, is probably going to end up getting more support over Spider-Man.
Yeah.
See, the way that I'm kind of ranking it myself is the ones that I've heard the most about. And when Spider-Man first came out, I heard some about it, but it died off real quick. God of War, I haven't stopped hearing about all year.
Spider-Man had a real unfortunate release date.
It came.
I
I mean, it ran right up into the ass of Red Dead.
Yeah. Plus, it came out right after Gears of War. So everyone, or was it before or after Gears of War?
Gears of War released?
God
Gears of
damn
War
it!
released
I'm
this
so
year?
fucking stuck on Gears of War. Fucking Cinnabon boner.
God of War?
Cinnamon Girl?
I can't think of words. God of War.
God of War
What-
released early in the year.
Did it?
Yeah, it released like at the beginning.
Oh well, still.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like May.
First quarter?
I don't think it was first quarter. I think it was second.
April 20th.
Yeah, it was.
That would technically be second quarter.
Yeah, it was still early.
Yeah, just barely.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this has been a long year.
Really?
Boy.
Tide Pods was.
Where do they start the quarters? Because that would be within the first
January,
quarter.
February, March. That's one quarter.
Each quarter is 3
April,
months.
May, June.
Right, I'm thinking in 4s, not 3s.
That would be thirds.
That would be thirds.
Yep.
Quarters, fours,
Halves would be 6.
quarters, fours. It's easy to make that mistake.
All of that math is now out of my mind. I do not need it. I do
I
not
was about to say,
care.
didn't you just take your statistics finals?
All right,
And it's gone.
let's try this. Support for God of War for number 2. Let's
Aye.
see a show of hands.
Sure.
Wow.
That's 4.
For number
I
2.
haven't played it, but you know,
Same.
I've heard a lot of good things about
Just
it.
what I've seen
So.
from the gameplay, from the story, from what I know of. Goddamn, I'll say it again. God of War. I think it's just such a good game.
I'll say this: I would personally, in my own list, I would say Assassin's Creed would be above God of War, but I think in an overall like gaming in general list, God of War should outdo Assassin's
Well,
Creed.
see, that's why I would put Assassin's Creed above God of War.
I wouldn't. I watched some gameplay of it today. I mean, it looks great, but it doesn't look that great.
But I'm thinking about things for our channel here.
Oh, I mean,
As a channel as a whole, if you were to say this is a VGBits top 3, Red Dead, because everybody loves Red Dead.
But if we're voting on him in a Democrat, I wouldn't vote for it.
I would have to. I have to give Assassin's Creed some props, mainly because
Absolutely.
Curtis is not here,
Oh.
and that man would fight to the death for this game.
Absolutely.
So I would
think
have
it
to put 2 for Assassin's Creed.
It deserves props, but I'm not going to vote for it.
Yeah, I would either if Assassin's Creed, I'd put Assassin's Creed in the top 3 definitely, but I don't know. I'm kind of torn between 2 and 3. So, and that's just because I love God of War. If I had actually, you know what? Hold on. No, I'm going to say Assassin's Creed for number 2 because even though I love God of War, I haven't played it. So I can't rightfully give God of War above Assassin's Creed when I haven't actually played the title.
Starting to sway here. Let me
Well,
continue.
I haven't
my
played
argument.
any of them, so.
You're welcome, Curtis.
Yeah, I'm fighting. I'm here fighting for Curtis right now.
It's 3-3.
Yeah, it looks like we are at a 3-3 here for Assassin's Creed at 2.
I would be willing to give it to God of War if Assassin's Creed gets the 3rd position.
Well,
is basically
honestly,
what I'm looking at.
I figured Assassin's Creed would take 3, mainly because I don't know who would put Octopath Traveler at 3, because Octopath Traveler seemed to be like a game mentioned by multiple of us.
Well, only 3 of us.
Still, that's half.
But more people.
I know
More people.
nothing about Octopath Traveler.
More people mention Assassin's Creed than.
I know.
Well, 3
still,
actually.
I'm trying to put it in there and say, look, here's another title.
I would love to give it to Octopath, but I also haven't beat it. But I've played it over the other 3. 4 even.
4 even.
I mean, if you want to count Spider-Man.
So Cody, you're of the camp that God of War over Assassin's Creed.
I mean, I'm kind of like Matt. I'd be swayed either way. As long as those 2 are in the next 2 spots, that's kind of where I sit. I haven't played God of War myself, but just from the hype that I've heard and the stories that I've heard from friends who have played it, I know it's got a really good story to it, and it's been one of their favorite games this year. They're still playing it, and it came out so early this year.
Here's what kills me is I don't think any of us here have played God of War.
Nope.
Not a one
Not
of
one.
us.
But it's impossible to deny it.
It is. It's one of those things where that's why I'm more apt to sit there and say, let me slug this in at 3. And then let's let Assassin's Creed take 2, because Assassin's Creed, most people here have played Assassin's Creed.
And I think it says something if we've played Assassin's Creed and are still willing to put it in the 3rd spot.
Wait, I'm confused.
That's hard. He's saying, like, we haven't played God of War. We have played Assassin's Creed, but we're still willing to rank God of War above Assassin's Creed.
Having played it.
That's a fair point.
Even
Okay.
having played Assassin's Creed.
I mean,
At that point, I would begin. At this point now, then, if you're going to do that, then I'm going to start fighting for Octopath Traveler above Assassin's Creed.
Octopath Traveler #1. Fuck
I would not
everybody.
be willing. I
mean,
love JRPGs as much as most gamers do, but
let-
I don't think it's going to take a lot for a JRPG to take home a Game of the Year award.
yeah.
Because it's, even in and of itself, JRPGs are a niche category.
Yeah,
True.
they're definitely not
Because
those
Yeah, the
forerunners they used
bulk
to
of
be.
gamers are not playing JRPGs.
ARPGs where it's at now.
Oh God.
It's the way it is, man. The way she goes.
How about Dead Cells? No. Man, I just. I guess I'm the stickler on this then.
I mean-
with God of War.
Well, let me put something out there.
I did.
No. Let me put something out
Okay, you put something out there.
there. Put them both at #2.
A tie?
A tie.
1, 2,
That's fair.
2.
Yeah, it's fucking, you can't pick. I don't know what we'd put at #3.
In all fairness, I think there's at least 2 or 3 of us that haven't played Red Dead, and we didn't argue about Red Dead taking the #1 spot either.
That's
Sure.
true.
Yeah.
But Red Dead ended up on.
I haven't played
The
it.
only reason why I say that is Red Dead ended up on almost everybody's list.
It's still, we haven't played it.
I am going to be the first one to admit I will look at gaming reviews and top 10 lists online and argue till I'm blue in the face that at least half of those people are idiots.
I mean,
Because,
joystick.
well, yeah, exactly. But besides that, you get people that one of the big, and I hate to keep going back to this because I love bringing it up, but I know it's got to be super annoying to everybody else. But it's like the reviews for video games that they never talk about any of the positive things of the game. All they ever talk about are the 2 or 3 negative things.
Yeah.
The game could have 100 awesome things going for it, but you'll see like a million reviews pointing out 2 problems and saying that the game is utter crap because it has 2 issues or something.
That's
And
that's true.
Well,
and games will just get fucking trashed because of that.
I mean, there's
And you're like, but the game was amazing.
yeah.
Like for me, the Mass Effect Andromeda,
I was gonna say, you mean Andromeda?
it was a great game.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that it did not have problems. It absolutely had some significant issues.
And they did fix their stuff. That's the thing. Is I wish they would have
they
went back.
Yeah, they fixed the things that they could physically fix. It still had a couple of issues that I had with the title, but overall the game was great, and the game got its name just dragged through the mud like crazy.
Yeah.
And it needed to get some bad press, but it didn't need to be. They didn't need to try to destroy this IP over a single title's mistake. And there were a lot of reviewers that did. So I mean, I see all these reviews online about shit. I'm just like, I don't even pay attention to reviews anymore because they're just going to piss me off.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say.
Fair point.
You can build bridges all your life, but then you fuck one goat and you're known as a goat fucker for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so with all that, and we turn back around, and we're looking at a possible tie at 2. At second place, God of War, Assassin's Creed.
Do you want to go ahead and just vote in a number 4 since we have tie at 2?
What would we put it for?
Monster Hunter.
I'm the only one that voted for Monster Hunter.
I'd vote for it.
I think me and you, and I think Michael played it a little bit.
See, it's half of the group here.
Yeah.
It's half of a group to make an argument about a game.
Only one person mentioned it in the whole
true.
list. Go ahead.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and it's going to shock people,
Yeah.
especially Daniel. But I'm going to say if we're going to vote a number 4, we should probably do Spider-Man.
I completely forgot about Spider-Man, to be
I haven't-
What do
honest.
you mean? You fucking had it on your list.
It
It was number 3.
Yep. I
Like-
just forgot that we were doing it. I agree with Matt.
I am not a fan of the character Spider-Man, but I can't deny that the stuff I watched, the action sequences from the game that I would watch on Twitch or whatever, they looked fucking amazing.
It is
Like people used to say that Batman Arkham Asylum and stuff had amazing combat and great acrobatics and stuff, and Spider-Man makes that game look terrible.
Yes, it does. It honestly and truly does. The game is wild when it comes to kind of the stuff that you can do with the
The
actual
movement
fighting
is
and movement.
insane.
It is.
And I can, stepping back from hating the character Spider-Man, I can look at the game objectively and go, the game looks amazing.
I'm gonna have to play God of War, I think.
Same. I'm about to get a PS4.
Same.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Definitely.
I think
All
we're in
right.
agreement that 3/4 goes to Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
4. It's 4. God of
Yeah.
War, Assassin's Creed ties it to.
So that
We'll give a
technically
4.
takes the 2 and 3 spots. It's just doubled up to
2 and 4 Spider-Man, which pardon me, holy cow. I meant to say instead of coughing, I can live with that.
Any complaints from the other folks?
Nope.
Not enough Fortnite.
Not enough Fortnite. We're gonna have Fortnite in email segment, man. Just you wait.
Kick him out. Kick him out of the call.
It'll break everything. We can't do that.
We had some technical difficulties. Cody decided to go pixelated again, so we just kicked him out.
Kicked him out. We didn't need him anymore. All right, so there you have it. Let's do a quick recap before we move on to email. For the channel, we're giving Red Dead Redemption 2 the number 1 spot. Tied at number 2, we're going to say God of War and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And then a special number 4 slot, we're going to put in Marvel's Spider-Man in. Because you can't say just Spider-Man, because there is a game out there that's just Spider-Man. So it is Marvel's Spider-Man for the channel. For our own personal titles for our top 3, I came in with a number 1 of Dead Cells. Number 2 being Red Dead Redemption, and number 3 being Marvel Spider-Man, with a honorable mention of Octopath Traveler. TJ, you came in with your number 1 was
Monster Hunter World, Far Cry 5, and then Hitman 2.
with an honorable mention of
Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Traveler. Michael, your list was number 1 was Subnautica. Number 2 was
Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2.
And then
Number
number 3 was sorry. Shit, what was my number 3?
3 Octopath Traveler, or was that your
Octopath Traveler, that's right.
in
yeah,
your
yeah,
honorable mention? I do not remember what your honorable
I don't think
Ghost of a Tale.
Ghost of a Tale. Pardon me. Oh gosh, I hate being sick. Cody, your list was number 1 Subnautica. Number 2 was
Don't remember.
was it Sea of Thieves?
See,
It might have been.
it wasn't
It was
important
either-
enough to remember.
No, it really wasn't. Like, you have no idea how little I have been so involved with new releases this.
Like I
this
say,
year.
you have no idea how little I give a shit.
I think it was Subnautica and then Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. No, Assassin's Creed was last, I think.
I'm sorry, Subnautica,
Sea of Thieves, and then Assassin's
Sea of
Creed.
Thieves, and then Assassin's Creed.
Right. And your honorable mention was oh my goodness, I almost remembered what it was, and then it just fell off.
It was Deltarune.
Deltarune, that's right. And Matt, your list for your personal list.
Red Dead. I'm gonna make an alteration to 2 and 3 and say Assassin's Creed 2, God of War 3.
All right,
And then my honorable mention was Deliver Us the Moon.
there you go. Those are our personal and VGBits top games for 2018. Gentlemen, it was a wonderful year for gaming.
So good.
And it's
Too bad I didn't play like half the games that we all talked about.
For real, though.
well, you know what? Sometimes sometimes we get to it a little bit later in life.
We'll play them next year.
Play them next year.
We said earlier in the podcast, life gets in the way of games.
Of course. And like I said, I hadn't
Yeah.
even played God of War yet.
Yeah.
It's going to be on a list. It's going to be on my to play this year now. I got a $20 gift certificate at Best Buy right now that's just kind of fixing to go expire. I think I'll throw that towards God of War for the PS4 and let's go.
Awesome.
Give it a shot.
How about that Walmart gift certificate you
Oh, I
got?
already burned that. What are you talking about? Walmart done screwed up on that. They gave it to me, and then I was like, oh, look, here's my Galaga machine cancel. Bye. Perfect.
Awesome.
I got my money immediately. That was the best thing about it. That's the only positive thing I could say about Walmart. They refunded my
So they gave you.
they refunded my money while I was standing in store buying the other machine.
So the money you spent on the first machine that never came, you got a $20 gift card back as a reimbursement.
So I got a $50
Like a
gift
courtesy
card.
50
Yeah, because they
as
screwed
like
up.
A courtesy reimbursement.
Yeah, they were like,
You canceled that order and used the 50 on the new machine.
no. I used the 50 on
Oh,
something
okay.
else. I just I bought the I got my money back from the machine that they had took from me. Never
Tooken.
took it. I corrected myself,
tooken.
damn it. They took.
He's Texan. It's okay.
Yeah. Let me have my
that where my dad gets
Texan blood. Anyway, I swindled Walmart $50. Not really. They screwed me over for months on end on trying to wait for a machine, but nonetheless.
Do we have one of those Galaga machines? Oh, here you go.
Yeah, little tiny one. Fuck you.
I saw that one. I went to a Walmart and I was like, ha. And
I was so mad about that. Especially the dude that walked by. Told you so. It's like you. Never mind. All right, so that ends the Game of the Year portion of the podcast. If you don't like our Game of the Years, you can always send us an email to tell us what your Game of the Year is. And speaking of emails, if you want to have your email read on the VGBit Bitcast, you can send your emails to at bitcast@vgbits.com. That's BITCAST at VGBits.com. We will read them. Alrighty, gentlemen, we have 3 emails this week. Let me pull up the emails right quick. No, not Best Buy.
Email.
Our first email comes from Awesome Mom G. Thank you.
Speaking of parents showing up and
For the record, my mom did say that all of you are awesome.
oh, your
Aw.
mom's awesome.
Yay!
Nice.
I like being
That's
I
awesome.
had it all muted because so many people were talking, but she did say that.
Well, your mom is
I've
awesome.
met Cody's mom. She made me dinner. It was nice.
I have not met her mom yet.
His mom.
His mom. Hey,
Cody's a lady.
The prettiest lady you'll ever meet.
I meant to say I have not met her yet, and I just kept going with additional. I love it. Anyway, Awesome Mom G writes in with the subject line, Aladdin Genie. This is back from the podcast where I released 2 podcasts in the same week because, holy crap, it's hard to edit a podcast when you're proposing.
I have no idea what the context of these emails is, by the way.
All right. Okay. For TJ's sake,
Yes, on this one.
we were discussing the casting for the new Aladdin or all the new Disney live action movie.
Oh, right,
Live
okay.
action. Let me put air quotes there.
Yeah.
Live action movies. And the discussion was because of Will Smith was cast as the new genie in the
No
live
kidding.
action. No kidding. We had a discussion here of who would be a better genie or who would be a genie that you wanted to see. And we also put this out to the people. Said, tell us what genie you want to see. So, Awesome Mom G writes in, I can see Christopher Lloyd as the genie. He has a similar level of zaniness. Or Shaq. Thank you, Awesome Mom G. I said Shaq. If you take it another direction. Also Nathan Lane. I'd agree with that. if he could crack a few jokes about being so short for a genie. I agree with Shaq because he had played Shazam.
Yeah, Kazam.
Kazam.
Shazam was Sinbad.
I like
That obviously never happened, apparently, in this timeline. It freaks me the fuck out. I know I've seen that movie.
I like the idea of Christopher Lloyd personally.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do too.
Who's Christopher Lloyd again?
Oh,
He played
Dr.
Doc Brown in
Emmett
Back to the
Oh,
Oh, that's
We're
right.
old.
That's
We're
what I was
old.
thinking it was.
hold on, let me get my
That's what I
walker.
was thinking it was, but I forgot what his name was, and so I had to double check.
this kid hadn't seen Back to the Future.
I've seen all of Back to the Futures. I actually watched them again recently with Melissa.
Back to the Future, such a good movie.
Full disclosure, I have not seen all of them.
Oh yeah,
I've only seen
we
the
were
first
talking.
one.
We were talking about
Wow.
Back to the Future
You guys
3.
are giving me crap.
Yeah.
We're-
I mean,
I thought the third one was the best.
I've seen parts of it, but I haven't seen all of it.
It's actually good.
Oh, I know.
Alrighty, next email. This one comes in from Icarus with the subject line Fortnite. You can only imagine what it is.
Is it about Fortnite?
With the email, he says, Fortnite deserves Game of the Year. It is the greatest game ever made, and people who hate it are stupid.
Well, we're all stupid because that game sucks.
Thank you for the rage-inducing email, Icarus. I appreciate it. That was because of Matt.
Guess whose email we just blocked?
The only person who sends us email?
Exactly. They'll be like, now we have no more emails.
Small price to pay.
All right. Next email. This one comes in from Icarus with the subject line, cover your ears, everybody. It's email. He goes on to write, actually, though, my game of the year is God of War. It has really good combat and a great soundtrack and story. I think what pushes it over Red Dead personally is a lack of emptiness. Not to knock Red Dead, but what I found there were too many times that there was just not enough going on while riding a horse. And that was enough to put God of War over it for me. As for Genie, I don't really mind who they have, just that I don't want a Robin Williams impersonator. Someone who wants to go a different direction here. I think that they need a new voice for Genie, and I'm interested to see how it turns out, since Aladdin has always been my favorite Disney movie. So there you
I
have it.
100% agree with do not try to impersonate
So do I. Yeah.
Robin Williams, because that's, if you do, people are going to tear you
Oh,
apart.
of course.
I don't think Will Smith will play that kind of character.
No, Will Smith will be Will Smith.
He plays only Will Smith.
Yeah, I think he'll be good.
He'll be fine.
I'm sure it will
Yeah.
be, but
He'll play a very fun genie.
I still just want to. I just want to see a casting call of genies. Honestly.
Okay, I know who would be perfect as the genie.
Okay.
Who here's all watched Big Hero 6?
Yes.
The guy who plays
Yeah.
the dog.
No.
It would be so fucking good. I want him to play the dog as the genie. It would be fucking magical.
The dog?
The
in
dog
Big
in
Hero
Big
6?
Hero
Not Big
6?
Hero 6. I'm fucking dumb. It's the Netflix version of Big Hero 6.
Michael, what was that
Are you
movie that
talking-
you mentioned a while back?
Next gen.
Next Gen.
Wasn't that like Kevin Hart or some other comedian?
It was some other comedian, but he's fucking amazing and hilarious, and he should definitely play the next genie.
Kevin Hart played a dog in
Did he?
A Dog's Life
No,
or whatever.
No, that's the wrong.
What was the?
He played
It's
the rabbit.
Michael Pena.
Mike, yeah, yes,
Pena?
Pena, yes. He
Pena?
should fire.
Sure.
He lives in Pennsylvania. He doesn't know what the little squiggly
He
line
doesn't know what a tilde is.
is, or how to pronounce it. But yes, Michael
That's
Pena
okay.
should definitely do it because he's
Oh,
fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, hey, okay, yeah. Oh man, he'd be an amazing genie.
Yes.
Okay, for
Yeah,
people
Michael Pena.
for people who don't know and have watched a lot of Marvel movies, Ant-Man.
Yeah, he plays.
He plays one of the crooks that works
Yeah.
with what's his
Paul Rudd.
face?
Yeah,
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
he's the Well, he's the Mexican dude. I forget what the fuck his character's name is now.
Lewis.
Lewis, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
I love
he's
him
amazing.
in Ant-Man. Hilarious. Best.
But if he plays the dog that he plays in Next Gen as the genie, it would be in that. What the hell is happening?
We're watching a ceiling fan.
Oh, he's hiding Melissa.
He also, Michael Pena also played Martinez in The Martian.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. He's amazing. I love everything I see him in.
he's a
He's
great
fucking
actor.
awesome. He plays the same character almost every time, and it's fucking brilliant.
He's amazing
Yes.
at it. I have to imagine that's just who he is in real
Yeah.
life too. Just a goofball.
He's a very, very, very funny actor. He would be in that same vein of zany genie
But
character,
completely different.
but very, very different from a Robin
Yeah.
Williams
Ooh,
character.
God, yeah. I want to see. Somebody needs to animate just a voice line of his from just pick a movie
Yeah,
as the genie. I would love to see that. There's got to be a mashup somewhere where it'll kind of mouth flaps with someone
yeah.
line up. I'd like, I agree 100%, DJ.
Yeah.
Good call. Yeah.
I just love that phrase you use,
Which one?
mouth flap.
Mouth flaps.
Mouth flaps. That's what they are.
That's what it's called.
That's what it is. It's legitimately called a mouth flap. In voice
I know.
I was gonna say in voice actor work, they do it. They do it a lot over at Funimation, which is a Dallas-based company.
Everyone should move to Dallas for all their tech and entertainment needs.
Getting there.
Getting there.
Here's a surprise, interesting thing that nobody will care about, but since it's the end of the podcast, I'll throw it in. Rooster Teeth got bought out by the same company that owns Crunchyroll.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
They are no longer owned.
Weren't they working with full screen for
They
a
are
while?
no longer owned by Full Screen anymore. They got bought out by gosh.
Viacom.
No,
Viacom.
it's
AT&T?
well,
Oh,
AT&T.
never mind. I thought that said, what's that? Charmin. I thought it said Charmin.
No, it's not Sharon. Golly.
Taco Bell, a Viacom company.
Over the top?
Taco Bell.
Because all I can find that
Otter
owns
Media.
Crunchyroll is AT&T and the
Otter Media. It's part of Warner Media.
I see.
Nonetheless, just a weird thing here recently. There's been mass layoffs now all across both those groups for Crunchyroll and Rooster Teeth.
Crazy.
Mostly in the office, front office stuff though, just because they're consolidating HR and things of that nature.
Yeah, we don't need your HR. We have HR.
Pretty much. So, well, guys, that's gonna do it for the.
Oh,
Do we want to? We've got to throw something out there for the folks. For
Cody's got
podcasts.
something to throw out.
What do you got to throw out there, Cody?
I was just looking at Mr. Michael Pena's filmography. He's apparently playing Dora the Explorer's father in a film that they are currently creating.
Awesome.
Is it going to be live action?
I hope.
Action.
I'm guessing.
I'm hoping the fucking people on AOK are behind this. If you haven't watched them on
Thought
YouTube,
unknown
it's so
live
fucking
action
good.
feature.
It's Dora the Explorer.
Live
coming
Live
up.
action.
It's going to be about as good as the live action song.
Listen, if just if you want a good time, go to the AOK. I forget what their full channel name is. Just Dora the Explorer AOK on YouTube. So good, so good. That's just fucking depressing and funny at the same time.
Benicio del Toro is playing Swiper's voice.
What?
What?
That's dope.
Anyway,
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Anyway.
Before we depress everyone else.
do we have a question of the week for people? We already asked for people's game of the year. What game are you looking forward to in 2019? So
The Outer Worlds.
there you go.
Fuck yeah, man.
What game are you looking forward to in 2019? We will see about that and see what everybody else says next time on the Bitcast. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this week.
Goodbye. I mean, you're welcome.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
Glad to be part of a
Thanks
podcast.
for coming. Peace.
Happy to bless you with our presence.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. This has been episode 49, and today is December 14th,
You almost said
2018.
October.
October. We will see you all next time on the Bitcast. Goodbye and
Bye
good
now.
night.
Now I can say goodbye.
Cinnamon buns.
I was going to say that too.